Most people still think humanoid robots are clumsy science fair projects, slow, awkward machines that look impressive on stage and useless everywhere else. But that picture is already outdated, quietly, and much faster than anyone expected. Tesla. Optimus has been evolving behind closed doors. Then, the changes are starting to feel less like an experiment and more like a warning sign. Because this isn't just a robot that walks. It's a system that's learning how the real world works, and it's improving at a pace that's hard to ignore. In just a short span of time, Optimus has already gone through multiple design revisions. Not cosmetic tweaks, but fundamental changes to its structure, balance, and hence the hardest part of robotics to get right. Each version has been faster, more stable, and noticeably more capable than the last. What's wild is how little noise Tesla has made about it. While other companies hype single demos for years, Optimus has become a regular presence inside Tesla's labs and offices, navigating on its own and handling daily tasks without much fanfare. That alone signals something important. Tesla isn't treating this like a prototype anymore. It's treating it like a product in training, and that's where things start to get interesting. One of the biggest advantages Optimus has doesn't even involve movement or intelligence. It's power. Most humanoid robots hit a wall after just a few hours of work, forcing long recharge times and making them impractical for real use. Optimus is different. Reports suggest it can operate for nearly a full day on a single charge, putting it in a completely different category from its competitors. And if those numbers hold up, the implications are massive. Instead of robots being short-burst tools, they suddenly become all-day workers. And when you factor in cost removed to be far lower than most high-end humanoid systems, the equation shifts fast. But endurance alone isn't what sets Optimus apart. Power without intelligence is just dead weight. That's where the real leap happens. Inside Optimus' chest is a custom system on a chip, closely related to the same computing architecture Tesla uses in its self-driving cars. In simple terms, Optimus doesn't rely on pre-programmed routines. It processes visual input, tactile feedback, and motion data in real time, constantly adjusting its behavior. This is the same philosophy Tesla uses for autonomous driving train, the system in the real world. Let it learn from mistakes, and scale that learning across the entire platform. Optimus isn't thinking in a human sense, but it's reacting fast enough that the difference starts to blur, and that speed matters more than people realize. Reaction time is one of the quiet killers in robotics. A machine can be strong and smart, but if it reacts too slowly, it falls, hesitates, or fails under pressure. Optimus reportedly operates with latency far below human reaction speed and noticeably faster than many competing humanoid robots. That gap shows up everywhere, in balance, recovery, in grip adjustment, in obstacle avoidance. It's the difference between a robot that looks impressive in controlled demos and one that can survive messy, unpredictable environments. And that's exactly the environment humans live in. But speed alone doesn't make a robot useful. Dexterity does. Hands are where most humanoid robots fall apart, and Tesla knows it. That's why Optimus hands have received repeated upgrades, adding more degrees of freedom and finer control with each revision. The goal isn't brute force, it's precision. Picking up fragile objects, handling tools, performing tasks that require subtle adjustments, not just strength. Elon Musk has made bold claims about where this is headed. But even setting hype aside, the progress is clear. Each upgrade brings Optimus closer to matching the kind of motor control humans take for granted. And once a robot can reliably manipulate the world the way we do, its usefulness multiplies overnight. This is why Tesla factories matter so much in the Optimus story. They aren't just places for assembly, they're training grounds. Real floors, real obstacles, real workflows. Optimus isn't learning in a simulation bubble. It's being exposed to the same environments humans work in every day. Reports suggest Tesla is pushing hard on real-world data, allowing Optimus to adapt rather than memorize. If that sounds familiar, it should. It's the same strategy Tesla used with autopilot. Messy at first, controversial, but relentlessly iterative. And just like autopilot, Optimus is expected to make mistakes along the way. The difference is that every mistake feeds the system, making the next version harder to ignore. Naturally, that raises bigger questions about where Optimus actually fits. Today, the focus is on factories, warehouses, and basic assistance, but many believe that's only the surface. There's growing speculation that Optimus could eventually move into roles that are dangerous, exhausting, or simply impractical for humans. Disaster response is often mentioned. Hazardous environments, long-duration monitoring. These aren't promises, they're possibilities. But they're possibilities that start to feel real once you factor in endurance, learning, and autonomy working together. A machine that doesn't tire, doesn't panic, and doesn't need rest. Changes the math in situations where time and risk matter most. And then there's the part of the conversation that makes people uncomfortable. Interaction Optimus isn't being designed as a silent machine. It's being trained to recognize human behavior, respond appropriately, and operate in shared spaces without constant supervision. Some reports suggest emotional recognition and adaptive interaction are part of long-term development goals. Not emotions in a human sense, but responsiveness, awareness, context. That's where curiosity turns into unease. Because once machines begin to blend seamlessly into human environments, the question isn't what they can do, it's how much autonomy we're willing to give them. Tesla insists the path forward will look familiar. Build more units, deploy them widely, learn fast, improve constantly. Just like self-driving cars, Optimus won't arrive fully formed. It will evolve in public, making progress in increments that feel small until, suddenly they don't. And history suggests Tesla is comfortable with that kind of risk. The real question is whether the rest of the world is ready for what comes next, because Optimus doesn't feel like a distant future anymore. It feels like something that's already warming up in the background, quietly learning, waiting for the moment when it stops being surprising and starts being normal. So here's the question that lingers after all the specs and demos fade away. If a humanoid robot can work longer than you, react faster than you, and learn from every mistake it makes, what role does that leave for humans? And when Optimus finally steps out of the lab for good, will we see it as help or as competition? So in just 2 years, Tesla's Optimus robot has undergone 3 major design revisions and 4 hand upgrades, transforming it into a cutting-edge humanoid Optimus. Is now a familiar sight in Tesla's offices and labs, where it autonomously navigates and performs tasks daily with remarkable precision. Even cooler, Optimus robots have been deployed in Tesla factories autonomously handling complex operations that were once reserved for human workers up through now. Elon's confident that Optimus is perfect with a latency of only 20 milliseconds. That's 10 times faster than human reaction speed or 2.5 times faster than that of Boston Dynamics. So how far can this tech actually go, and what's the next breakthrough for Optimus? How does Optimus increase operating time 3 times? Well, Optimus is packing a 3 kW 52-volt battery, which allows it to work for a whopping 23 straight on just one single charge. Compared that to the other humanoid robots that tap out after 4 to 8 hours, in its clear Optimus is in a league of its own. Most competitors will cost you a huge fortune for just a short stint of work, $150,000 for a Boston Dynamics, Atlas, or a jaw-dropping $250,000 for the Agility Robotics. Cassie and you only get an hour and a half to 2 hours of action out of them. You're looking at under $20,000 for an almost full day worth of work. So tell me what sounds like the better deal to you now. Let's talk about brains. Optimus has smarts packed right into its chest, where Tesla's custom design system on a chip lives. This little powerhouse is basically the same computer found in Tesla's self-driving cars. It connects via Wi-Fi even. ELT processing visual data from the cameras in its head and sensory input from its fingers to make real-time decisions. Yes, you heard that right. It's not just following a script. It's thinking on its feet thanks to neural network training, and just like Tesla's cars, this baby's got a built-in battery management system that handles everything from charging to power distribution. To keep things cool when things get hot, but it's not just smart, it's also fast with advanced AI. Optimus is 30% faster at getting tasks done, meaning it cranks out more work in less time, and that's not speed for just speed's sake. It makes a difference. When you're counting on this bot to stay active all day long, you'll get more bang for your buck, especially when Optimus can work alongside human in a production setting, boosting productivity by up to 40%. Imagine having this baby in your factory Or a warehouse, suddenly you're working smarter, not harder now. The power management system in Optimus deserves its own round of applause, equipped with an intelligent energy management setup that optimizes power consumption based on the task at hand. So whether it's doing heavy lifting or simply on standby, Optimus makes sure it's sipping power efficiently, in fact, in low